You know, guys, we are inching closer and closer to 2021, and I think it's safe to say without a shadow of a doubt the year 2020 has been the biggest for cloud gaming. While most of the services are still learning how to walk on their 2 feet as we are in the early stages, every service has been upgrading and looking towards the future and adding to their libraries. In this video, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the recent cloud gaming news across all the major services for the month of December, and while each one has been doing their thing. Stadia will release a ton of games and features. xCloud announces 10 games with some already released. PSNOW follows up the best month they ever had with yet another one that rivals it. Luna continues trucking, and GeForce Now drops more games, plus a big one here soon. We're going to go ahead and take a quick and fast look at every service and the news upcoming, or the news that has already happened for the month of December. So make sure you guys check those timestamps down below for what specifically you want to see, and also make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for all your cloud gaming news needs. With that, let's do a quick drive-by of all the Stadia news that's upcoming for the rest of December. And while a lot of games have yet to still hit the platform this month, we do know of a few that are upcoming soon, like Valkyrie Chronicles 4, Cyberpunk 2077, and more Ubisoft titles set to hit the platform when Ubisoft Plus hits Stadia this month. Not only that, but iOS support is still headed to the service, as this was something that was touted coming a few weeks ago, and more countries are also set to be announced very soon. I fully expect Stadia itself to take a break around the Christmas holidays here in a few weeks, so I expect the brunt of all these announcements to come before those dates, and I think you'll see a lot of these, including a bevy of new games. Without a doubt, the most movement for all these services will be happening before the holidays, especially with Stadia. So with that, make sure you guys stay subscribed, hit that notification bell when we do hear more of this news, especially about the Stadia features and games, as I cover almost all of it immediately. So make sure you guys hit that red button. So guys, it's been some time since I've talked a bit of xCloud, but they certainly aren't taking a step back. Some publications have gotten access to PC streaming with xCloud to the point where they claim no artifacting is present, which, if I'm being frank with you guys, is a little bit of surprising news. They are also looking to have iOS access, which is a common theme that you're going to see in today's video with more than a few services. With that, 10 games have been announced. Some are already here. The games that just joined xCloud are Rage 2, that's a good one, Slime Rancher, Yes Your Grace, and maybe the biggest of the entire 10 titles, Control. Then there's another 6 here that are coming soon: Gang Beast, Assetto Corsa, Super Hot Mind Control Delete, Yooka-Laylee Impossible Lair, Greedfall, and Call of the Sea. Overall, a pretty good month for December, but once again, guys, this is a service that, yes, while it provides the most value from a pure cloud gaming standpoint, I still want to see those upgrades to the server blades that should be happening in 2021. That is when I feel we can truly review this service in full and see what it's all about. In the meantime, it's still working out those kinks and adding to the library, and I'm excited to actually cover the upcoming first-party games. I'm personally a huge fan of both Halo and State of Decay, especially State of Decay. So I'll be covering those on xCloud when they do hit Game Pass. So like always, guys, stay tuned. So the ever-elusive Luna has dropped a few more titles on the service and also has given out another round of invites. If you're in the US and you've applied, make sure you check your inbox, as almost weekly new invites have been going out. But I can tell you not all of them have been, as almost 2.5 months later, I'm still waiting for mine. With that, Watch Dogs Legion did finally hit the service some time ago last week, but also Immortals Phoenix Rising also launched if you're using the Ubisoft Plus channel on Luna. It's really good to see Luna picking up close to launch dates on these games, and it's also picked up 2 more indie games in Valfaris and Paper Beast. Overall, Luna continues to go at this at a very slow rollout, as only 1 country has access, and not even everybody in that country has even gotten an invite. So it will be interesting to see when this really starts to pick up. As I continue to say, they have lost all of their momentum since that initial announcement of this service. Long term, we'll see what they have up their sleeve. As guys, I'm not really sure what the service can do to stand out to really market this platform. I'm really curious to see what they do, and I hope there is a giant roadmap, as I personally really want to see Luna take off, as competition is always a good thing, especially in cloud gaming. And well, Amazon is a company that technically should have a lot of muscle behind it. It'll be interesting to see what happens here in the future. So last month, PlayStation Now had, in my opinion, its biggest month of 2020 in regards to games that they launched on the service. F1 2020, a game that's only 5 months old, and other titles that filled out well like Rage 2 and Warhammer Vermintide. Well, they decided December was going to be equally strong, headlined by games like Horizon Zero Dawn, which is one of my favorite games of the past decade, The Surge 2, Broforce, an indie game and one of my favorite indie games of all time, Stranded Deep, and Wreckfest Drive Hard round up the list for the entire month. Overall, it's another great month for the service, and I hope it continues to headline good games, but the future of this service still leaves me really confused as there's no roadmap. I was really hoping with the release of the PS5 we'd start to hear about changes or things that they might do, but it's been all crickets. I'll continue to keep an eye out and see if this service will start to evolve a little bit more and take some form of shape that gives us an idea of what the future might look like. But either way, it was a good month in regards to games, and I hope this momentum will carry on until the next year. And last but not least, we're going to round up this video with GeForce Now, and they actually have a lot coming up here, and I have to say the service is looking to make some good moves. GeForce Now will be upgrading at some point to the new GPUs that launched earlier this year in the 3000 series. Granted, that is a rumor. iOS support has also rolled out already and plans to add Fortnite, a game that's missing from the iOS store. And this month alone, Cyberpunk 2077 will be coming out and featuring ray-traced graphics. With that, this past week, 8 games dropped: Empire of Sin, Immortals Phoenix Rising. I covered that on the channel, so make sure you guys check out that video. We also have Per Aspera, Phoenix Point Year 1, Shiren the Wanderer, Dead Cells from Epic Games, Door Kickers 2 Task Force, and a big one in Path of Exile from the Epic Games Store. Last but not least, apparently Apex Legends also dropped on Steam. It's another solid week and what I think will be a solid month for GeForce Now. Coverage of the service will be remaining on this channel, and I will be covering the big games, so make sure you guys are watching out for that. With all that, let me know if you guys have any thoughts on any of the news that we talked about in this video and all the different services. It really is cool to see so much movement in the cloud gaming space, and really the competition is really heating up quite a bit. Make sure though, guys, if you haven't already, hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. Subscribe for more cloud gaming content in the future, and like always, I'm Sunny, and I'll see you guys in the cloud.